Hey, this is Ashley Andrews, and I am here to talk about my lifestyle inventory. Um, After completing this tool on my own life, thinking of myself as a 6-year-old, um, initially it kind of made me feel just different because I am an only child and I don't have any siblings. So a lot of this tool focused on kind of sibling relationships and who got which traits from which parent, and kind of who, just how you fit in among your siblings. So for me, um, a lot of that did not apply, but it was interesting for me to see that I'm definitely a product of my environment, and I think that is something that I have always believed in and held true. Or seems to hold true with most clients, most people that I have interacted with. My family situation is different now than it was when I was 6 years old. I was raised by my stepdad. Now my stepdad and my mom are no longer together, and I am somewhat closer to my real dad now in today's age than I was at the age of 6. But my stepdad raised me for 20 years. So when I talk about my dad in here, I'm talking about my stepdad. So both from my mom and dad, I have traits from both of them, and they have definitely molded me into who I am today. The times that we've gone through, good and bad, the situations that we've gone through, they've all impacted me, and I believe they certainly have stuck with me over the years. I feel like I had a pretty stable childhood. Like I said, things have changed now since my childhood, but I do feel like I had a stable childhood. I do think that this tool could be useful in a session, especially if you have a large family with a lot of people, trying to place discourse amongst the family members. If it's someone who's an only child, I wouldn't see it as being that helpful of a tool. But I think it's important to help look at the family of origin and see how much support someone may have had as a child and compare that to the support they have now. For me, even though I am an only child, I was really close to two of my cousins and another childhood best friend whose name is also Ashley, and she was also an only child. And I'm very close with the three of those people today. So that was interesting to me to compare the support between then and now. And like I said, I do think it would be a great tool to use with somebody if they had a large family and a lot of stressors within that family. I think that the Adlerian theory definitely resonates with me a lot more so than the Milan model. Just the Milan model seems very structured, very rigid, like it doesn't allow much room to adapt to what is going on or what might come up within the family. I like to focus on the present, and especially communication is very important, both within the counseling session and within a family relationship. And one thing I was not really a fan of the expected time frame with the Milan model is that you would only meet once a month. Of course, that might happen anyway, but I think just knowing that you are expected to wait that time period kind of threw me off of it. I certainly believed and resonated a lot with the Adlerian theory when learning about it. And if there's anything else to share from my my lifestyle inventory, like I said, even though my parents are not together today, I do have traits from the both of them they're both very hardworking and believed in, having fun, but there's still work that needs to be done, and you have to do your work first. I was in a very strict home, but we still had fun, if that makes sense. If I didn't do my chores, then I definitely lost some privileges. At the age of 6, if I talked back, if I did something I was not supposed to, if I wasn't listening, I certainly got a spanking, and those are things I still believe in today. So even though things are different with my mother and father today, the family of origin that I was raised in, the beliefs and lifestyle that I had as a child has certainly molded me into who I am today. So this was a really interesting tool, and like I said, I do think it would be useful to use with someone if they have a large family or a lot of stressors within their family. Thanks.